Hi, this is Will with Spiritual Clarity. Happy spring/summer, or whenever you're watching this. Today's video is about the energy of being willing, and what does that actually mean? It sounds so obvious, but it's a key component that comes up in my work. Because with my work as a belief clearing expert, so often my clients think that they're willing, but they're actually not. And so that's what we're diving into in this video right now. So what I find is so often we have conscious beliefs, things like I want to grow my business, or I want to be more visible online, or I want to have more clients, but we're not actually willing. That there's a disconnect between our conscious mind and our unconscious mind, or if you want to call it our higher selves and our ego selves, or what I often just like to call it is you're full of shit. You're lying to yourself somewhere, that you actually want or you like, or there's a benefit to the rock that you've been hiding under for some time now. So I know that might sound a little harsh, but I love you. So the energy of willing is when you actually get willing to clear a belief. You actually get willing to step out of a story. And that happens all the time with clients that I work with in session or in group sessions, because there's a special energy in those classes or in those sessions. But you can also create that for yourself just as you go for a walk in the woods with spirit or God, as you're sitting in church or your place of worship, whatever that is for you, or just in a moment in the day. And we've all heard those stories of, I woke up and I decided that was the day I was going to change things. And that is this energy of being willing. So how do you get there? Well, that's the part that I don't have fully figured out yet. There are certain things you can do that make it much more likely to be willing. But what is that actual moment of transformation, and how exactly do you get there? I don't think anyone truly knows. I think many people have pieces of the puzzle figured out. Tony Robbins certainly has things figured out, Brendon Burchard, but do we know what actually happens in the brain or in our energy or in the world? I don't think so, and I kind of like that mystery. But here are some of the things you can do to set the stage, to set the foundation for being more willing. One is that you have to stop the blame and step out of the self-judgment. And so often that happens, I notice, for healers and coaches and artists who they have a belief or they bought into the lie that if they haven't been successful yet, after 6 months, a year, or whatever it is, that they must not be doing it right. They've done something wrong. And that leads to self-blame. But the difference that I like to point out is they just didn't get willing yet. It's not that they did anything wrong. They just haven't learned how to step into that energy of willingness. And so the first big thing is to step out of the blame and the self-judgment, to put down the whip. If you know about a lot of religious backgrounds, the self-flagellation, and I apologize if that's a little extreme, but I know that I did that to myself emotionally for a long, long time. And once I was able to step out of that and to stop blaming myself and frankly hating myself, that finally allowed the soil of my life, the soil of my mind and my spirit to be rich enough to grow the seeds that I planted in it. So that's the first thing you can do to set the stage for willingness to be present. The second one is to identify where are you believing that you have to do things the way someone else did them. There may be a guru or a thought leader that does amazing work and is doing great work, but you've taken it on somehow that you've got to do it the same way they did it, or that they're right about everything. I know that I've done that with many of the healers or the teachers that I've followed, and I start to believe that I've got to do everything the way that they do instead of finding my own way. So that's the other piece that I find is crucial for setting the foundation for the energy of willingness, is you've got to be willing to be you and to be wrong, if that's the case. And when you can be more willing to be you, now you're willing to release beliefs. Now you're willing to step out of stories. So that's the energy of being willing. And I'd love to hear from you as you begin to move in that direction and step out of the blame and the judgment or trying to be like others and get to be more fully you. How does that shake out for you? I'd love to hear in the comments down below or wherever this video is that you're seeing it. And please do share this video if you think that it's a good fit for anyone that you know as a healer or a coach or an artist. And last, there is a monthly mentorship program that I've created which helps, again, lay the foundation for being more willing so that you can every week, every month, have that ease and have that flow as you grow your business. Stop the self-blame, stop the imposter complex in its tracks so that you can grow with more ease and more joy in your business. So if you'd like more details about that, please comment below, or you can go to myspiritualclarity.com mentorship.com/monthly mentorship. And of course, I'll put that in the notes below. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the sunshine or the forest where you are, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.